So in this video, I'm going to explain to you what is Nifty, what is Sensex, and also we'll understand how to actually use Nifty and Sensex before actually picking your stocks. Hello everyone, my name is Nikhil and welcome to the second lecture of Stock Market Investing course. The main objective of this particular course is actually to understand how to do intraday trading, how to do swing trading, and also if you're someone who's looking to invest in stock market on a long-term basis, how can you do that? The course will be broken down into multiple small videos, and these videos have multiple topics such as how to pick stocks or how to look at charts, how to form different patterns. So if you're someone who's looking forward to this particular course, make sure that you subscribe, make sure you like this particular video as well. The entire course will be added in the I button as a playlist, so make sure to check it out. Now in the first lecture, we spoke about what is a stock market and how does stock exchange actually work. Now in India, we have two stock exchanges, NSE and BSE. NSE stands for National Stock Exchange and BSE stands for Bombay Stock Exchange. So these are the two primary exchanges which we have in India. Now exchange is simply a place where you buy a stock of a company. Now among NSE and BSE, BSE is actually the older one. So in case of BSE, there are more than 5,000 publicly listed companies on it. And in case of NSE, there are more than 1,600 publicly listed companies. Now we spoke about publicly listed companies in the lecture 1. So if you do not know what that is, definitely check that out. Now when you start trading, you will often hear these two words, Nifty and Sensex. You will often hear words or sentences like Nifty went up by 200 points or Sensex crashed by 5,000 points. So what does it mean? Nifty and Sensex, in simple terms, these are indexes. Now what is an index? Index is similar to an indicator. Now let me actually explain that to you by giving you an example. Now let's say today is a Friday. You want to actually understand how the market is performing today. Now you open NSE. You cannot actually go through all the 1,600 stocks to understand how the NSE market is performing. It is very time consuming and it is not possible. So what if you have one single indicator which actually shows you a summary of the market? If you look at that one indicator, you will understand how the market is performing. So that particular indicator is what we call index. So in case of NSE, you have Nifty 50, which is an indicator for NSE market. And this particular indicator will tell you how NSE market is performing. And similarly, for BSE, you have Sensex, which is an indicator for BSE. And this will actually help you understand how the BSE market is performing. So just by actually looking at Nifty 50 and Sensex, you can actually understand how the stock market in general is performing. Whether the stocks are going up on that particular day, whether stocks are crashing on that particular day, it will give you an overview of that particular market for that particular time period. So you can actually check for 1 year, 6 months, 1 day, 1 hour. You can check at whatever interval that you want to check. Now that we have understood what is Nifty and what is Sensex, how are these calculated? Now I do not want to go into technicality of it, but in summary, Nifty 50 will take into consideration the top 50 performing stocks in case of a national stock exchange, which is an NSE. So it will give you an overview of the NSE market by just looking at the overall performance of the top 50 stocks. And in case of BSE, which you have a Sensex, Sensex will give you an overview of the top 30 performing stocks. So by looking at the top 30 stocks in the BSE market, it will give you an overview of the BSE market itself. Now let us actually check real life data. Now over here, we can see the Nifty 50. So Nifty 50 actually came down by 0.42% today. And whereas Sensex, if you actually check, Sensex actually came down by 0.35% today. Now, why is it important to check whether Nifty 50 is up or down on a particular day? The simple reason being that this shows how stable the market is. Now, for example, today the market did not move much. There has been a very small movement of 0.42% on the downward side. So there hasn't been any drastic movement in the market as such. Now the reason why you should be checking this is because, now let's say I want to invest in a stock today. Now before I invest in the stock, I should actually understand whether the market is actually going in the upward direction or in the downward direction. The reason being, if the market is going in the upward direction and I'm trying to sell the stock, that means I'm trying to short the stock, then there's a high probability I'll make loss. Same way, if the market is going in the downward direction and I'm trying to buy it at a lower price and sell at a higher price, again, there's a high probability you will make a loss. So it is always the best interest that you always trade in the direction of the market. you should be looking at wherever the market is going. Always follow the trend because trend is always your friend. Remember that trend is always your friend. So now this shows you one day. We can also check for 5 years. Now, for example, in last 5 years, Nifty has given a return of almost 89%. I mean, imagine if you just had invested in the Nifty market or in the stock market, there's a potential of actually getting an 89 or 90% return over the last 5 years. This is also good because you are able to benchmark yourself. When I'm saying a benchmark yourself, what I actually mean is, let's say that you have invested in a particular stock. Now, in the last 5 years, let's say you have got a return of almost 20%. Now, you are quite happy because you have made a return of 20%. But when you actually compare that return with the market, it is actually not good. The reason being that because the market in the last 5 years have almost given you a 90% return. So when you compare a 90% return with just a 20% return which you have got, it's not much. So this actually gives you a benchmark in terms of comparison. So you're able to compare what kind of profits that you made as compared to the market in specific. So now you have actually understood how to use Nifty and also how to use Sensex. Now, if you want to actually check which are the stocks which are actually there in Nifty or which are the companies which are actually there in Nifty, all you have to do is go to the NSE website, and over there you will see all the list of 50 companies which are currently in the Nifty 50. And similarly, if you want to see for Sensex as well, you can go to the Sensex BSE website or any of the website itself, just Google it, and over here you will see all the 30 companies which are there in BSE. So now we have actually understood how the stock market is performing. By just looking at the Nifty, we get an overview of how the market is actually doing. Now let's say I want to actually invest in HDFC today. Now HDFC is a banking sector. Now by looking at Nifty, I get an overall idea that the market is quite stable today. Now Nifty will be a mix of multiple different sectors. It will have companies from pharmaceutical companies, it will have FMCG companies, it will have banking companies. So it has multiple companies from different sectors. Now just because I look at Nifty does not mean that every single sector is doing equally well. So what does that mean? If I want to invest into banking sector, I should actually understand how the banking sector is doing today. Now, don't you want to have an indicator to actually understand that? Imagine just by looking at a banking sector indicator, you can actually understand how the banking sector is doing overall. So for that also, we have multiple different indicators. Now over here, if you actually go, you can click on Nifty 50, you will see multiple different indicators. So you have Nifty Auto, Nifty Bank, Nifty Energy, Nifty FMCG, Nifty Pharma. So you have multiple different indicators. Now, for example, what I can do is, let's say I can go to Google and check. So Nifty Bank today did slightly below market. So it actually went down by almost 1%. And now let's say that, okay, I decide not to invest in HDFC today. I decided I want to invest in something like a pharmaceutical company. So let's check Nifty Pharma. So Nifty Pharma actually went up by 0.5%. So when the entire market went down by almost 0.4%, Nifty Pharma actually went up. So by just looking at the sectorial index, I can actually understand how each sector is performing. So I can do the same thing for BSE as well if I want. So if I go to the Sensex, so you will have over here multiple different options such as BSE Auto, BSE Bank, BSE FMCG, BSE Metal. So depending on which sector that you want to invest, always make sure that you are checking the index before actually investing into that particular sector or before buying any stock. So two things that we learned today. One is actually understanding how to check Nifty and Sensex, because that will give you an overview of the market. And second thing that we understood today is that to actually look at index for the particular sector as well. So that will be Nifty Pharma, Nifty Bank, and similarly we have for BSE as well. So similar to how we have Nifty and Sensex in India, we have something similar to that in the US market as well. So in the US market, we have the S&P 500, we have the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and we have the Nasdaq Composite. So these are different indexes which you have in the US market. So this is something which will give you an overall idea in terms of how the US market is actually performing. So I hope you have understood what is Nifty and what is Sensex. So again, Nifty is the top 50 performing stocks in the NSE market, and it is an indicator for NSE. And similarly, Sensex is the top 30 performing stocks in the BSE market, and it is an indicator for BSE. And these two indicators will help you understand how the stock market in general is performing. Now, in the next particular lecture, we will be covering what is candlesticks and how to read candlesticks. So make sure you do check out that particular video as well. And if you found this video useful, make sure you do like it, do subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.